Hello everyone, this is David01 back with another video, and today is part 2 of the mini airport series. So last time, if you remember, we have built this lovely terminal and this little runway. And just to give you a quick refresher, this is what it looks like in here. A little cluttered, but it has everything an airport should have. Now, in today's episode, we're going to be building other smaller things that are found in an airport, and then in the third and final episode, we will build a plane. So, the first thing on the agenda is an air traffic control tower, and I will also be building some small vehicles like, what's it called? Airport fire truck, a little baggage truck, a fuel truck, and maybe a few other things. A little baggage train. I made one of them, by the way, if I just search up airport. I made one of these a long time ago. I don't know, I saw one of... My friend spawned in the fuel car, I think, and some other baggage for this, but there was no front for it. So I built this before survival. And then after survival, I decided to finally make the actual bag cars. Oh, wow, I didn't realize they had that many axes of control there. As you can see, I mean, it works perfectly fine, I guess. But this isn't good enough. We need to update this, so... Alright, well, let's just get on with the time lapse. Alright, and I believe it is done. So, you may have noticed, well, first of all, we're out here. So I haven't really done anything major in here. I've added this a little, I removed it now. There was a reset button here at one point, and a bit of stuff has gone on. If this hair is a little different, it's not permanent changes. They're just things that happened in this world. But we don't want to spoil anything. First of all, let's get the lights back on in here. There we go. Much better. And I think we're all good to go through there. So, without further ado, let's check out the 3 new things I've made. Well, 3.5. So, here they are. I know, this is a very cool thing. So this is probably the thumbnail, so you've probably already kind of seen what they look like, but they're still pretty cool. So, first of all, let's check out the air traffic control tower. This is the first thing I built. This took about half an hour, 45 minutes. Took a bit of time, and it features multiple levels, which you can customize with whatever you want. You can move stuff around a bit as well. You could put like a, you only have a little bit of room, but you could fit like a desk here. Something. The first floor actually has a decent amount of spot. Storage, maybe some gear or something. This area has this fuse box, but you can remove it. Just keep the switch and the logic gate somewhere. I didn't realize that that's there, but I think I already saved this, so it's alright. We come up here. We've got a fairly empty control room. I probably could have put more stuff, but I wanted it to feel very open, very observation towery. And then here we have the this is, by the way, is not included normally. This is just a modification so I can get to the top to repair it. We have a couple things. So first of all, if you'll notice on the outside there are our lights. They flash. I'm actually just gonna really quickly cut a hole so I can come back in here from up top, so you can see what it looks like. There are some lights that flash like that. And then if we come down here, we can press this switch, and that should turn them off. So if we just go back up there, you will say, ah! They're off. So that's if you just want it like, if it's daytime, nothing's flying, you just want to reduce lag. You can turn all the lights off. These lights are also on the switch, so you can turn all the interior lights off. And the exterior lights are all controlled independently. But next up is the more important features, I'd say. So we can go and then turn on these larger lights, which these emit more light. These have more of an area of effect. The other ones are just really indicators. These are beacons. They're quite bright. They're maxed out. Now, we also have those. Now we have those, and then I'd say probably one of the coolest features of this is the radar. Oh, I gotta turn this. I had muted this. It does not happen every rotation. Happens a little less than one rotation. About 15 degrees or so less. So 20 degrees. But I think it's cool nonetheless. And if you had everything on, then it would look something like... Oh, it also spins this radar up there, which is probably the single best part of this entire tower. Because it is very bland looking, I'll give you that. But it's a pretty cool little tower. And yeah. Now I'm going to go and turn off all the lights on this. It also only has a... at the base, it's only 16 by 16. You'll need a little bit of extra room for the door. But other than that, it's pretty small. And then there shouldn't be anything that tall next to it at an airport, so yeah. That wide, sorry. Yeah, that tall. No, that tall. So it could have its full width there. Next up, we have this cool tanker truck I made. I don't know what it was, but it kept having some weird glitches. That this is glitch welded. I should have made it 8 blocks wide, but I decided to make it 6. And it drives. It's a little hard to turn, so you're gonna have to be doing some 3-point turns, maybe a 5-point turn. And let's see. 1, 2. Okay, this is gonna be a 5-point turn. Especially when it doesn't want to move. This definitely needs some work. This might be changed by the time the next episode's out. Might be changed in the next episode. Or it might just be left the way it is right now. We have lights. Lots of lights, actually. And a radio. Because you can't go without your radio. We all know that. It's a basic tanker truck. You can go and cut the back open and add something in there if you want it. I'll probably use this truck as the basis of other airport things here, just because it works, and why would I have to make a new one? Yeah, just a kind of generic tanker truck. No hookup, well, no fuel, like, hookup, so it's not going to be fueled directly. It would go into a tank, a buffer tank. Whoops. This is a weird experimental thing. Yeah, this will be coming out in the 3rd episode, which also, an important update before we go on to the hangar. The 3rd episode might not contain a plane build. I might not be building a plane for this miniature airport. The reason is, A, it's going to be very hard to fit a plane in there. You have to even have like a 2-person plane. It'll be pretty hard to fit in there. And I also am really bad at building planes. You might have seen from the time-lapse, that was a failed, test plane. To see if I could build like a kind of, it's a bad plane. I'm not good at building planes. You can actually see the lights are all the way over there. It's the thrusters from it. So now, without further ado, here is the, honestly, probably the star of the show now. It took like almost an hour to make this hangar, which is really cool looking. So let's go. So, here we go. Here's the hangar. It's large, brightly lit, open, as the hangar should be. And that's about it, though. It's only got the one entrance / exit. It's actually the same size as the airport. Did not just spawn in the airport and then gut everything out. If you're wondering. No, it's its own building. A little empty inside. There's gonna be a bit of extra work done before this gets uploaded. Like over here, there's some functions that need to be worked out, but other than that, I'd say this is a pretty good hangar. It also works as like a garage or just like a workshop area, so it's multi-purpose. And then here are the doors shutting from the other angle. It features a bit of interesting mechanics as well. Nothing too interesting. And there we go. It is pretty cool, and I will probably I might use this actually as a blueprint for like challenges and stuff. One of my generic blueprints. Like for a long time, my go-to generic blueprint was the Logic Factory. Hang on. The Logic Factory right here. So as you can see, this thing. Let me spawn in for you. Can I fit it in here? No. Sometimes I can fit it inside other buildings. Not today, unfortunately. It's super simple. It was a building you can build logic in. I've used this dozens of times, probably. It's useful when you need something to blow up. Just a quick building to weld on somewhere. Throw stuff in. It's super simple. I don't think I've ever really used it to make logic. It's too small for that and cramped feeling. It's used in some of my challenge levels. It's just a very versatile blueprint. So yeah, maybe I'll put that in the workshop finally. But yeah. So, also, I am really sorry about the whole, oh, the next episode will be out tomorrow thing. I had about half of this finished at that time, and then I just would need to edit it that next day, but I didn't. And because the first one didn't do that great. I mean, it's doing pretty good now, actually, but wasn't doing that amazing, and I just thought, well, like, why? I don't know, I got distracted. I've been doing a lot of stuff. I have a bunch of unfinished projects that are near completion, so that's good. But the main reason I want to take the time to thank the one person who subscribed after watching the first part of this. On my analytics page, it says that I gained 1 subscriber from that video. So I made this video for you, one person who subscribed because of that video. I wasn't really gonna go through with making this fully and uploading it, at least not for a while. And then, but I thought, well, you know what? I owe it to that guy who subscribed because I made these. Thank you. The third episode, I don't want to. Maybe, I don't know. The third episode probably isn't going to be a plane. It's probably going to be more than. It might be more than 3 of these even. I might make this a recurring thing. This might even become a miniature city or just miniature builds. Or I say miniature, but some of these are pretty large. Still, I think this is pretty good. So, alright then. Bye. See you next time.